All right, guys. So I'm here with Brittany Floyd, a student, a member. She's been with us a couple of months, right?
Yeah,
Couple of
just a
months.
couple months.
All right, cool. So how you doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
You
I
got a
love
good,
it.
you got a good smile on your face because you got some good news, right, about your deal. And
Yes,
all right,
really
cool.
good.
Cool. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions. It's always, I love hearing from students. I love doing these interviews, and I like to see where people are at certain stages of their career, their real estate investing career. So I'll ask you, when did you first consider about getting into real estate investing?
So I didn't actually, it wasn't actually my idea. It was my fiance. He was like, "Hey, you would be really good at this. You should think about doing it." And so I watched a couple of your videos, kind of just the introduction to your class. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's try it.
All right, cool. So it's your fiance that kind of said, "Hey, he felt that you would be good at this."
Yeah.
And what did you think? Were you scared in the beginning? Were you like, I don't know?
Yeah, I was pretty scared. I was like, I don't know if I can do this, but if you say so, then let's go.
All right, good. And did you have any experience a couple of months ago?
In real estate, no.
No. Okay. All right, good. So you were scared, you said. Why were you afraid of getting involved?
Well, just the same reason like anybody is afraid of being self-employed and working for themselves, like the fear of failure.
Okay. So the fear of failure, which is huge because if I would say the number one thing I hear from people is they won't go forward because they're afraid they're going to fail. And I don't care if it's in real estate. I don't care if it's, I always say, riding a bike for the first time, driving a car, doing anything. Fear of failure, right, is kind of prevents us all. So you're normal. You're like everybody else, right?
Yeah.
But yet something happened and you did it. I mean, was there anything specific, or did you just say, hey, you know what? Was there a reason why? Because you were scared, but was there a reason why you said, hey, I don't care, I'm scared, but I'm going to go forward with this? Was there anything in particular that you can remember?
Mostly just my fiance was like, okay, well, I'm paying for it. You're doing this class. And I was like, okay.
So you had a double fear. He's like, I'm paying for it. You better make this happen, because he had faith in you.
Yes.
That's cool. That's important, because a lot of people will try something new, and I 100% guarantee if you do not have the support of your significant other, it makes it harder, right?
Yeah.
And when you have the support of someone rooting you on, and they give you the confidence and they have the faith in you, that's a good thing. So kudos. What's your fiance's name?
It's AJ Sanchez.
And how's AJ feel today? Is he psyched that you got involved?
Yeah, he is way super excited. He was telling all of his friends.
All right, cool. All right, so what what was your mindset before you got into real estate? Did you think that this is something that was doable, easy? Did you think it was hard? Like, what did you think about? Because we're going to talk about your first deal, but what was your mindset before your first deal?
Well, I actually work for myself already.
Uh,
I'm a Mary Kay consultant for 2 years. So
yep.
I've been kind of already like in that entrepreneurial, like kind of state of mind.
Good.
So I was like, okay, well, I've accomplished this much with Mary Kay. I'm sure I can figure it out and do it with the wholesaling.
So you just had an attitude of, hey, we're going to figure this thing out. We're going to get there.
Yeah.
Right? All right, cool. And you must be doing pretty good with the Mary Kay as well, right? So you got that entrepreneurial spirit. You know how to, have that let's just go attitude.
Yes.
All right, good. So you use that skill set and you said, you know what? I'm just going to figure this thing out. Because a lot of people, you either have that mindset or you don't, right? And I've talked to people that will say to me, I didn't think I could do it. But it's refreshing to also hear for someone to say, I'm going to figure this out. I'm just going to figure out how to go out there, quick flip, wholesale, and get involved. So that's exactly what I was hoping to hear, because I get a lot of, I don't think I can. I don't think I can. And then until you get pushed, you watch motivational videos. People watch me a lot. They watch other, interviews like this, and they get motivated to do that. So that is cool. So let's get. I lost you there.
Oh, I thought it was my connection.
No, I don't know. I'm Wi-Fi, but I'm going to connect. Hang on one sec. I'm going to connect with the hotline just to be safe. All right. I was getting into your first deal here, the nitty gritty. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, cool. So, tell me about your first deal. Tell me about the wholesale deal that you just did.
Well, I actually found it on MLS, and
Okay.
I live in Logan, Utah, it's kind of small. There's
Okay.
not a lot of, not really a whole lot of people that are fixing and flipping. They're all kind of working at Icon or Pepperidge Farm or whatnot.
Okay.
They don't think that it's possible. So I think that's how I was able to score the deal on MLS.
So you said it's not a huge community where people are flipping. So is that what you said? They're not doing it a lot?
Yeah.
So even in a small community that's not as active as you would think in a big city, big town, there's deals, there's opportunity.
Yeah.
All right. Now I always say MLS, the fishing pond of MLS, is a tough pond to fish in. It's doable, but it's a tough pond to fish in because you have a lot of competition. What did you do? I mean, tell us about the deal. Was it a new listing? Was it an expired listing? Was it deep?
It had actually been on for about a month already. Okay. And I seen it and I was like, okay, it definitely has potential, not at the price that they were asking.
Okay.
But it definitely had potential because I seen all the wood paneling downstairs in the basement. All the carpet was different color in every room. Everything just kind of I could just tell it needed to be updated.
You needed some love. What was the original price point you saw it at?
I saw it at $248,000.
Okay, and it was on for a month, which means the shininess had already worn off, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone, as soon as you see new listing, everyone just flocks it. And it was probably an unrealistic price at that number, at the 240s number. And it was just lingering out there, right?
Yeah.
So what was your first offer? Did you run the MoFo formula?
Yeah, so I ran the MoFo formula and it actually came in, my MoFo was actually $200,000.
Okay. Was that helpful, by the way, running the MoFo?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't lie. It tells you 248 is too much money, right?
Yeah.
And there's no guessing. So we take the guesswork out. So your original MoFo came in at 200,000. And what was your first offer?
My first offer was actually 200,000.
Okay. So you ran with the 200. You didn't go a little low, but that's okay. And what was their response?
And they came back and countered, I think it was they countered at 227.
All right.
So then I got it in contract.
At 227?
Yeah. So I was this probably isn't going to work, but.
Just run with it. Let's get some experience here. Why not, right?
Yeah. I just figured it would at least be a good learning experience at least.
That's a good attitude. So even if you weren't going to do the deal, you were going through the motions because you said, hey, I'm engaging. I've never done this before. I'm putting in offers. They're counter offering. This is kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
And your first offer, did it have a contingency for a due diligence period like we talk about?
Yeah, 14 days.
14 business days, 14 days. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And were you able to get everything done in the 14 days or did you need more time?
I actually extended it a week, which they were totally fine with.
Yeah. So you can go for 14 days, right? Not to freak them out for the 21 days. And you needed a little more time and you just asked for it and you got it, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times, if you ask for 21 days, it just seems too far stretched. If you ask for 14 days, they go, yeah, we can stomach that. But then if you need another week, they're already in with you. You're already they're not going to blow the deal, right? So they were like, yeah, give her another week. So
Yeah.
good for you for asking. People say to me, how do you get 14 days? And I go, I ask. It's that
Just
simple, right? So why did you need more time? Did you have a buyer's list, an investor partner list yet, or were you trying to build it at the same time?
Kind of both. I had 3 investors on my list, but one of them was only wanted to buy like not in this valley. So I presented it to my first 2 investors, and they were like, kind of ran the numbers, and they're like, okay, well, your numbers are not in the right spot, but they're all there.
All right, so you're out there getting experience, messing it up a little bit, but your numbers are there. I love it.
So I just asked, like, okay, well, where did I have my numbers wrong at, or in different spots at? So they showed me, which is good learning experience.
Okay.
And we just, I don't know. I just actually, the person who bought it was actually the very first person that I presented it to.
Wow. Okay. And you you've never had a buyer's list before, right? But again, before 2 months ago, you created all this within the 2 months and you put this under contract.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So what did you get for a wholesale fee? How did you get there? I mean, you had it under contract for 227, right?
Yeah.
And you asked for how much for a wholesale fee?
Well, I actually did my due diligence, and I got it down. So they actually bought the house for $210,000.
Oh, so you renegotiated while you had it under contract, like I tell people to do in the video modules, because you have an opportunity to do that because you have it under contract.
Yes.
That's awesome, Brittany. You know, what people don't understand is just like the 14 days, here's the psychology of a motivated seller. I want 248. I'll take 227. You put it under contract. Give me 14 days. That's fine. You need another week. You ask for it. You get it. Then you do your due diligence and you come back and you say, look, I'm working the numbers here. I'm talking to my partners and it doesn't work. This is the number it works at, right?
Yeah.
And they have again, they're in with you. They're already in with you. So they're like, all right, if it's not Brittany, someone else is going to probably do the same thing. Let's just get this thing done. Yeah. So I commend you for just asking and working the deal and not just walking away. So what did you find for due diligence? What did you find during your due diligence that allowed you to negotiate it more? Or did you just say, hey, I need it to be at this number for it to work?
Well, I actually, because I don't have a whole lot of experience with older homes, so I brought in an inspector to just kind of help me, like show me what I need to be looking for. And he, in the inspection, actually showed me quite a few things that I wouldn't have thought of. Okay. That needed to be done.
Now, let me stop you for a quick second. Did you have a contingency upon home inspection, or did you say no home inspection? What was your offer like?
No, I told them no home inspection.
Okay, but you still wanted information, so you brought in someone to do it.
But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was doing my due diligence right.
Good girl. Awesome. And what did you find with the home inspector?
So they actually came back and showed that the attic, it was just kind of a crawl space attic, but there was the insulation was really super old, so it was super thin, like maybe an inch of insulation in the attic, and I wasn't counting that as one of my line items.
There you go.
Whoa.
All right.
Okay.
What else? Was it just that?
And then there was also, let's see, what else? Oh, the windows. There was one of them, so it was a 5-bedroom house. Wow. And they had actually closed in one of the porches. And that actually, by closing it in, they had closed off. So one bedroom window was not escaping to the outside. It was escaping to that enclosed porch. So actually that bedroom couldn't be counted.
It's a code violation, so you can't count it as a bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you found all this out by just doing it.
Yeah.
Right? So
I didn't know the answers, so I just asked who knew.
awesome. Awesome. So you negotiated it down to how much was the final price with the seller?
$210,000.
And what was your investors? What did they say? 215 was the math. Like, how did that happen?
And I just told the investor that 215 that's how much it is.
Okay. And they had no problem with it.
Nope.
They liked it. See, what you did was the investor might have seen this at 248 and said, nah, it doesn't work. It's a new listing. 248.
Yeah.
They're probably going to get 244. It doesn't work. 215 would be great, but it's not going to work. That's what happens when you're on MLS.
Yeah.
You found an opportunity. You worked it. You got it down. I mean, honestly, it's a perfect scenario. It's exactly what I do in every day. Right? When I'm out there doing it, you kind of have a starting point. You start there, you work it, you bring some people in, you renegotiate, you get a little more time, and you ended up getting $5,000. That was the final for you?
Yeah.
So you cashed a $5,000 check. Did you get a check or did you get it wired? How did that go?
I got a check.
All right, cool. Did you take a picture of yourself with the check?
No, I didn't. I really should have.
You should. You should always get a picture of your first check. The escrow agent might be able to get you a copy of it, by the way, and you'll love that. I love that. All our students are like, I love my first check. Actually, most of my students say, I love my second check, my third check. And you know what we call our first check around here? It's called the shut up check, because I can do this. Does that make sense? It's like, shut up. Here's my check. All right, don't tell me I can't do this. Shut up. So you got to get your shut up check. Try to get a copy of it so you can take a picture of yourself. So that's awesome. That's awesome. How do you feel about wholesaling, quick flipping right now? Do you think it's easy?
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
Are you doing anything else? Do you have any other deals?
Yeah, I actually just got my second house in contract yesterday.
Oh, wait a minute. When did you close this deal?
This deal I closed 2 weeks ago.
Oh, so you already got another one under contract.
Yeah.
You're liking this.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Tell me about this deal real quick. I mean, do you think you have something here, or are you going through the process again?
Yeah, I think I do. I need to check and make sure my ARV is right, but I have 53,000 on wholesale, like the investor profit, and like 14,000 on mine.
Wow. Oh, you're stepping it up a notch.
Yeah.
Wow. That is awesome, Brittany. That is awesome. So what's your mindset now about real estate? How do you feel about it?
I feel pretty good, actually.
All right, awesome. Good. And are the video modules helpful? Is autopilot helpful? The websites, are the tools that we gave you in the program helpful for you?
Yeah, of course. So the videos, like the whole modules, everything, that's all I knew about real estate was what you taught me.
So
that was that's all I knew. Like the whole real estate was completely brand new concept to me. So I learned everything from there. And a lot of the agents that I talked to were like, wait a minute, you know a lot about real estate. Like, are you an agent?
Wow. Wow. In 2 months, they're looking at you like you're an authoritarian in the space.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I'm going to give you a round of applause, because you said it in the beginning. You just did it. And you were scared. You weren't sure, but you just said, I'll give it a shot. And you had an open mind to be trained, to be coached, to watch the modules. And you did it just on modules. I mean, you just logged in, the training and the tools, right?
Yeah.
Do you still reference them? I mean, is it helpful for you to just go back anytime there's a subject that, because you're not going to get everything just watching them once, right? But do you still reference the modules?
Yeah, I went back and rewatched probably almost the whole course while I was doing that deal too.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, like I said, I commend you because you did exactly what you should do to just get from point A to point B, C, all the way to Z to get your check. All right.
Yeah.
So will you let us know what's happening with the $14,000 wholesale fee soon?
Yes, I will.
All right. I want to know. And if you, I saw you jump on the live Q&A last week. So if you jump in, let people know what you're doing. Are you in the Facebook group? Did you jump in
Yes,
there?
I am.
All right, awesome, awesome. So, listen, congratulations, congratulations to your fiance. Tell him I said hello, and a big thumbs up to him as well for pushing you. He obviously knows you, and he said you're doing this, and you're doing it. So,
Yeah.
if you can average, I don't know, $5, $10, $15,000. It sounds like you're trying to bang out 1 or 2 a month now, right? Do you have any goals set, or where are you at?
Yeah, just as many as I can get in contract, I'm going to do.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Well, if you can bang out 1 or 2 a month at 10, 15,000, I think that changes things, right?
Yeah.
Financially.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, congratulations, Brittany, on an amazing job. And thanks for sharing your story with me. And I really appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I just want to thank you for doing the whole, like the modules and everything, all the class. It was awesome. I love it.
Thank you. It means a lot to me. That's the stuff that fuels me. And I always want to put more out there and continue adding things to the program. So thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, good job. Good job, Brittany. Seriously, I haven't heard your story. So that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm looking at the screen. I'm not looking up there. So that is awesome. That is amazing. I love the fact that you already have another one under contract.
Yeah. And the whole time, kind of like while I was in contract with that other one, my fiance was telling me like, hey, you're above the mofo. You're above the mofo. Like, it's not going to work. I don't think it's going to work.
What, the
My
first
dad
one?
was telling me that he didn't think I could get paid $5,000. And I was like, well, challenge accepted.
Oh, that's what happened on the first deal. You were above the mofo. So you're like, it's not going to work.
Yeah, I was like, well, it is going to work. I'm already this far in. I'm going to find an investor.
Good attitude. Good attitude. Which shows you that the mofo is a good gauge, but you were 10 off. You were 10 above the mofo, which is an awesome point. See, we assume investors want to make X amount of dollars. That's why I always tell people, don't make that assumption. Always ask your investor what they want to make. Because I work with investors that want to make minimum, if they don't have $20,000 at the end of the flip, they're not interested. So they'll 20,000 and above. And some will say to me, I need 500,000 and above. That's what I call the sweet spot. So you found an investor that was fine with making, if you got it at 200 and wholesaled it at 5, it's only 10,000 off. So you just kept on going, and you were going for a good attitude. You kept on moving because you had a win-win attitude. And that's what I want to, again, commend you on that, because you said to yourself, if this doesn't go anywhere, the experience of me speaking the lingo, talking to people, walking through, that alone it's valuable, it's priceless, right?
Yeah.
So you had that mindset, and that mindset is what ultimately got you the deal.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely.
amazing. That's amazing. So if everyone can remember that and have that mindset to say, just going to an open house, just talking to a realtor, is all valuable plays that are ultimately going to get you to close that deal.
Yes.
Awesome.
And when I took the investor, I called the investor. I said, hey, I can just see you here. Cause I kind of knew of him at least, like, cause he was friends with my fiance.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really think you're going to like this deal. Like, just come look at the house with me. Just come kind of like see it in real life. And he was saying like, it's not there for me. I don't think there's not enough room. And then when he came to the house and seen it, and I showed him kind of like what I would do, and my fiance too, he walked through it with us and was throwing out ideas of, this is what you could do with this room and knock out this wall. And then he was like, okay. And he kind of started to see it. And then you could see him thinking like, oh, well, I could do, like, if I took out that wall, that'd make the kitchen bigger. And you could kind of see it working. And I was like, yes, in my head, and then quietly like, yes.
That's awesome. So you helped a little bit with the vision.
Yeah.
You know, that's awesome. So you might get your, you might have your second wholesale done very soon, right?
Yeah.
With a total around $20,000 in about 2.5, 3 months. Not bad, right?
Yeah.
I'm starting to sense a little bit like you might start to get interested in cherry picking and maybe flipping something yourself. Are you interested in that, or are you just going to stick to quick flip wholesales?
Yeah, I actually, my fiance really wanted to do that, like do all the flips himself, like do all the work himself. And then we came across wholesaling, was like, oh, maybe this is our way into it.
All right.
Our house actually was just a mobile home, like a manufactured home.
Yep.
And it burned down 5 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And we used the insurance money to just rebuild, and we build like a sticks home on the same foundation.
Yep.
So, but we still have the original mortgage. So we have like almost like 190, 200,000 equity in our house now.
Wow.
And so, yeah, we're like, okay, well, we got this. Like, we'll just kind of watch and see if we can find a deal that we would like and we want to do, and use our equity to do it.
I love it. Now, I want you to also do this. With the investor that bought that property, I want you to stay, you obviously have a relationship with them, right? So I want you to stay in touch with them. I want you to go by there, if you're not already doing it, go by there on a weekly basis, bring some coffee and some donuts for the workers, talk to him, and follow the process. I call that kind of paper trading, right? See what he's spending, ask questions, see how much he makes. I'm curious, and we'll have this conversation.
Yeah, well, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to watch and see, like, actually how much he actually spends in repairs, and kind of compare it to my numbers and all the profits and everything. So yeah, we're checking in on him and keeping an eye.
Stay in touch every week. Go by there if you can. Every week, go by there, check in, see what he's doing. And I'm curious to see, we'll have another conversation when this is done. I'm curious to see when he sells it, how close you were, right? And then I've seen this evolution with wholesalers. And when the person they wholesale to ends up making, $50,000, $100,000, 45, 30, whatever it is, they're like, oh, I could have made that, but some people don't have the money to do it. Some people say, well, I need a deposit. And even though I'm getting a lender, a hard money lender, I still need some skin in the game. You're accumulating cash by quick flipping right now.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to have $20,000 soon in a short period of time. You might have 50 2 more months from now.
Yeah.
So you're going to, you use wholesaling, quick flipping to accumulate the cash to get into the flipping or the buy and holds, because ultimately that's where we want to be. So, all right, we definitely got to keep in touch. I am very proud of you, Brittany, of what you did. And thanks to AJ as well. Sounds like you got a good fiance, a good fiance partner there, who supports you. And that's critical in any business endeavor. So keep on going. And we'll talk soon. All right, hon?
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you, Peter.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.